Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Naheed, back to watch more Bleach. This is episode 208, continuing along with this past arc of seeing how Kisuke Urahara became a squad captain, his issues, and his problems he's facing. You know what I mean? It's more like, you know, in the group where he's facing some of these issues, especially with Hiyori. But yeah, let's continue. Let's get this thing going. I appreciate y'all for being here. Love you guys. You guys are the best. You guys know all the announcements. Comment, like, subscribe to the bell for notifications. Uncut early access on Patreon and YouTube memberships. Like I always say, I love you guys. You guys are the best thing that's ever happened to me. I say it twice because I mean it. So let's get this thing rolling. Let's get it going and let's fucking kill it, fam.
Kisuke's here?
Yes. He said he'd already received your permission, Lady Yoruichi.
I can't remember the reason.
What shall we do, my lady?
Let him go wherever he wants to.
Is his purpose coming back to you now?
Not a bit.
Lady Yoruichi!
What now, Soifone? Sometimes you're so annoying.
She kind of is.
Yes, but oh, stop worrying. Knowing Kisuke, I'm sure he has a very good reason for coming here.
What's the deal? I thought we were going to some creepy place called the Maggot's Nest. This is Squad 2's barracks grounds.
You've heard of the Stealth Force, haven't you, Lieutenant Hiyori?
The Stealth Force? Well, of course I have. It's your old unit, Kisuke. And stop trying to change the subject.
And whenever the head of the Shihoan clan
Kinda
also
dope.
becomes a captain of one of the 13 court guard squads, that squad invariably forms a close association with the Stealth Force.
What, do they merge or something?
It's not like, yeah, explain, dude.
I was the leader of Unit 3, which is also known as the Confinement Unit.
You mean you were a yard hack?
I think a more accurate term would have been prison guard.
He doesn't
My
have
main
any shame in
duties at
saying
that
it.
time were to confine and keep watch over anyone who committed punishable offenses within the Seirei, and if necessary, apprehend any Soul Reapers within the 13 court guard squads whose ideas and actions could put other Soul Reapers at risk.
Okay.
Or create an obstruction to the
I love
performance
how
of
they
the
got all these
squad's duties.
rules,
What
and
are you
I mean, I'm not a big fan of rules, but like these are
You're very
important rules
confusing when you talk.
within
Can't you find
their
a simple
own
way to say
organization.
things?
All right, here it is in a nutshell. Our job was to catch and lock up dangerous elements within the 13 court guard squads. Here it is. The underground confinement station, also known as the Maggot's Nest.
Okay. This is where they lock up all the baddies. So Aizen should have been in there, but you know, we all know how that panned out, right?
It's still a prison, of course. I mean, they're not allowed to leave this place. However, their activities within the facility are not restricted.
That's weird. Explain why. They look like they're all menacing. They look like they've been there.
I advise you to be careful. Sometimes, without warning, someone will attack suddenly.
It sounds like a prison.
What exactly did these people do?
Not a thing. According to the criteria of the Seirei, they were people who were determined to be dangerous elements within the Soul Society.
That's what's that?
They committed no
Oh my
crimes,
God, it's
so
that
we cannot
fucking-
try them. However, if they were left free, they could well end up being dangerous. That's why we keep them confined in here, safely tucked
That's
away.
kind of fucked
That's
up.
crazy.
Yeah.
They haven't done a thing.
What
and
is
you
that
still
movie
keep
with
them
Tom
locked
Cruise
up?
in it?
Mayuri, let me ask you something. Up until now, do you know anybody who's resigned from the 13 court guard squads?
Well, I suppose there's been a couple, but what's your point?
If you leave the squad, you've resigned from the organization. And since resignation is not allowed, you're considered to be expelled and brought here and placed in confinement.
What?
I don't get it.
I don't
Why
get it
go through
either,
all that
man. So it's
trouble?
like,
The
shit.
13
If you're not a
court
part of the
guard
squad, you're
squads
in a part of
are
the
a
squad.
noble
That's kind of
organization,
fucked up.
And as
I
such,
mean,
it must never
yeah, I
produce
don't know.
unsuitable elements from among those accepted into its membership. I don't argue that the people here are all potentially dangerous. But in many cases, I believe that negative energy could be turned into something extremely positive if we could only provide them an environment where they could put their abilities to
You
use.
gotta be kidding me. You're keeping them confined because they're dangerous, but now you want to somehow use their abilities?
Hiyori? I just want to go home. Please, I just want to go home.
This is kind of fucking cruel. This is very cruel.
Damn, I left my Zanpakuto at the barracks.
I'm sorry. I knew you forgot your Zanpakuto, but I didn't say anything. Bringing any kind of weapon into the confinement station is expressly forbidden.
Oh You gotta
That's
have
why
fight.
there's a hard and fast requirement of anyone leading the confinement unit that they have to have excellent fighting skills. Enough to subdue someone unarmed.
Damn, Urahara ain't no fucking punk. He ain't worried.
Hey, now's our chance. Come on, let's go.
He's unseemingly.
Take him down.
He's just dancing. This is sick. He's just motherfucking just moving. Woo! That's that shit. That's that bee's knees. Oh, love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. You want to still keep fighting? Just look at his looks, dude. He's just like, let's go.
Listen, I just want you to get me out of here right now. If you don't, I'll cut her throat.
I thought that was your colleague.
I must tell you, you've taken the wrong person hostage.
Damn.
Don't mess with me, you big jerk!
I didn't think it was possible, but his mouth got a lot
Oh,
bigger.
wow.
Oh well, take a look. Beyond here is the only person in this place dangerous enough to be confined to his own cell.
Is that you, Kisuke Urahara? What brings you to a place like this?
It's
I
he.
came down here because I wanted to have a
And
chat.
he's a captain now? Bro, this is insane.
Let me ask you something. Mayuri Kurotsuchi, would you be interested in leaving this place with me?
Wait, who is this creepy guy?
He looks so
You
different.
call someone creepy the first time you meet. You mean your crazy idea of leaving this place with you?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Okay then, are we done here? If the guy doesn't want to leave, we'd
This
be
is
wasting
really
our time
interesting.
trying to convince him, right?
I don't find it surprising he was ever locked up, by the way. He's fucking insane.
And why not?
Over time, I've become satisfied with my life here.
I'm in the process of creating an organization unlike anything ever seen in the Soul Society. It'll be under the control of Squad 12. It's the Department of Research and Development. I'd
Oh!
like you to assume the seat of Deputy Department.
Damn! This is the beginning! This is
Me
sick!
to work under you.
That's correct. It's not such
He
a bad
did create
offer,
it.
is
They
it?
said this way
You'll
back.
be second
Oh,
in command to
okay.
me. In other words, if I were to pass away, you would end up having total control.
And he don't want that, but then he does though, man. This is.
You really are a most unpleasant fellow.
I think he's insanely smart, and people just do not give him enough credit so far. I mean, we're seeing it right now as we speak, but like, damn, bam. You know, that's that juice, boys and girls. That's
quite
that juice.
impressive, Byakuya. I
Woo!
see you're working very hard. I brought someone here to see you.
Me? It's you, cat monster!
Dude, if she did that to
Cat
me,
monster,
I would.
that's what I get for coming over to visit?
As the next head of the Kuchiki clan, I don't wish to be involved in your games. They're not fun.
Oh, is that so?
Ooh.
Stay right where you are, Miss Yoruichi Shihoin. You haven't seen my flash step yet.
Oh yeah? Looks like you lost.
Too fast, you know.
I
He's stupid
do
fast.
see. It appears you're trying to make me really angry.
She's doing a good job, right?
Fine. I guess you'll have to find out for yourself.
That's perfect.
I wonder if Ukitake still was like sick at this time, because he's like really sick now, you know?
I see that smile of yours is as powerful as always.
Hot. About my offer.
Do you want
This
me to
old
say
boy,
it
I forget
again?
his name,
I'm
but I know
not
who he
gonna
is.
serve as your lieutenant, Captain.
Why are you being so stubborn? Apparently this prodigy has the talent of a man twice his age. I hear an officer's position will be ready for him when he enters the squad.
Who is he?
Well, it looks like we've got ourselves someone with quite a future. That should make my chances to fill a lieutenant's position even more unlikely.
You don't have to sound so happy about it.
So, who is it? Who's the lucky squad that's going to get the new recruit?
Well, now, from what I've heard, you'll be joining Squad 5.
What is he? Is it Geen?
Nice. Your skill is even better than I was told. What is your name again, young warrior?
Ah, it's Geen. It is Geen.
I am Geen Ichimaru.
We now flash forward 9 years. as we move even closer to the crux of the incident.
This is good. This is really good. Like, this was perfectly put in place, I feel like. To be continued on my ass. It's all good though. It's fine. It's fine. Good shit. Good episode. My thoughts initially with everything that's been happening. It was very interesting. I mean, it was amazing to see the beginning of the research and development squad. From the court, for the Soul Reapers. I remember when we were, watching it back in the day when they were training or whatever. Not back in the day, this is a bit ago, but basically it was Urahara that created this, and he put Mayuri underneath him. Now, obviously, Mayuri is the captain that's in charge of the whole entire situation, but it does not surprise me that Mayuri was like confined to his own little jail cell. I mean, because he is a little bit on the cuckoo side. I just wonder what he did to do that, or what he did not do to do that. That whole idea of their maggot's nest, it's kind of fucked up. There's a movie, Minority Report is the movie, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Minority Report with Tom Cruise, where they had these beings kind of be able to tell the future on some of these crimes of these folks or whatever. And basically they would stop the crime before it ever happened by arresting the people that have not committed their crimes yet. And that's kind of the vibe I got with the maggot's nest. I think it's kind of fucked up. And I think it's also kind of fucked up that when you resign and leave a position because you're just not happy with it, you get thrown in there regardless. You get deemed, because they can't, I guess, accept a Soul Reaper resignation, which is, it's like you're either with us or you're not with us. It's, trust, I mean, I'm not, I kind of, I don't know, I've been, whatever, I'm not going to talk about it. But, like, it's just fuck. You're either with us or you're not. And then when you're not, you're just not, It's kind of fucked up, but that's how they run things. That's how some things are just fucking ran. It's not, I'm not accepting of it. I do like how Urahara and Hiyori are slowly integrating together, and they're kind of meshing, I think Hiyori is starting to see Urahara for what he is. Because Urahara ain't no fucking punk, bro. In that fucking jail, he was just fucking knocking them boys the fuck out. Just whatever, bum, 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 We got a good look at Byakuya when he was younger. I can see why there was a little bit of a... When we saw that fight between Byakuya and Yoruichi, where they had a little bit of a... You can just tell there were some past issues that was involved, and we got to see some of it. That's where to put it, But the thing that I think really impressed me the most was the whole Gin part. I knew Gin was a cut above the rest. I knew it. I knew he was out there. He was doing stuff. When they throw out the word prodigy, I always think about Itachi Uchiha, and now I'm gonna probably think about Gin Ikimaru. But like, what did Aizen do to get to him first? They took out one of their thirds. He did that. But like, what else did Aizen do, or what is he gonna do? A lot of ifs, buts, and a lot of movements going on, and I'm just kind of like wild back here by the whole situation. Like I said, we got, we'll see where everything goes. We're gonna go 9 years ahead now. I think 9 years ahead from the time we're at, not in the future, to see what is really gonna happen. Because the last thing we left off, it was just Gin and Aizen. I think Gin, he's under Aizen's prowess, or not control, but like under his tutelage a little bit. And I think this is when Aizen starts recruiting things. There's an incident that happened, and I'm trying to figure out what that incident is, because, again, a lot of these squad captains are not squad captains anymore. They're in different organizations. Some have completely just left, so it's going to be very interesting to see how these next episodes go. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. I love you. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourself and your families. Peace!